Hello, hello. It is everyone's least favorite climber, back at it again with the second vlog now. Um, so this one will not be focused on one specific session like the first one, but instead it'll just be kind of an overview of the weeks or 2 weeks or however long I decide to make this worth of sessions, and basically breaking down each one a little bit, using what footage I have, and just talking through my progress and thought processes again. Yeah, so after making last week's video, editing and just reviewing my footage, I feel like I learned a lot already, and this week, in terms of projects and sending and whatnot, did go a lot better than the last one, and I'm excited to share. So, in this first session you're about to see here was on Monday, so January 26th, at my home gym, CRG Fenway. Starting my warm-ups, kind of same thing as last week. Slow, deliberate movements, controlled, loose arms, delicate, sticky footwork, good positioning, and just slowly coming up the wall. Unfortunately, it was not a great day to record my warm-ups. And this first clip you see, the community chalk bucket starts getting in frame and my camera starts focusing on it. And then next one, arguably even worse, you'll see. But yeah, again, slow climbing, smooth, good stuff. But yeah, someone was standing in front of the camera. Unfortunate. I can't blame them. But yeah, enjoy that Subway Surfers clip. Not mine, but yeah. Slowly do my warm-ups, down climb, warm up that body. I did do stretches and wrist curls as well, but I just didn't record them this time because I felt like it was redundant. Yeah, so I did do a few more warm-ups other than just these three, but I didn't record them. Same gist. Getting the body flowing. And then yeah, I moved on to some harder boulders, still kind of warm up, but like a V4, so not really, but kind of, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so this was the white V4 that I kind of treated as a warm up. It was very crimpy with these real rock feeling like holds and crimps. Didn't do it super clean, almost fell there as you can see, but honestly not bad given what I expected of myself. I felt that I actually climbed it decently well and controlled. I felt pretty strong on the crimps, which is good. Next, it was time for some good old projecting. So this is a V6 that my friend Chris, as previously mentioned, had as actually flashed his first time, but he couldn't figure it out today, so we both kind of spent some time working on it. These were not my first attempts, but yeah, you can see there I couldn't really figure out the start. I was pretty frustrated, so I decided to try it from the second move. Yeah, it felt a lot better than I expected, and I am really stoked to keep working on this, but pretty good all in all. Yeah, so I think what I saw people do was bump the left hand again, but I felt unstable, so I just matched it. It was not a good idea, I swung right off, but yeah. I gave the beginning brush holds a few brushes because I knew I could stick them with the right conditions. I was really close. Bang. That's all it took. Climbing back up what I did before. Nothing really difficult. That crimp on the volume is pretty bad, but yeah. And so here I did the bump successfully, but if you can't really tell, but the middle is actually a lot better than the left. So I was trying to get in there. At first I tried to like move my fingers one at a time, didn't work, so I just bumped it again. Then I couldn't get my foot up to that side pull hold, so I tried to match it again and get my foot on the further one, but the further foot was pretty bad, so I couldn't really get pressure on it. You can see me slipping a few times, and then I fell. Yeah, and then Chris got some great B-roll footage of me brushing. He really wanted to emphasize this. He thought it was really cool. Awesome. Incredible footage from him. What a cameraman. And this next attempt, he will commentate over me. Yeah, I'll leave it to him.
Come on, Owen. Come on, Owen. Come on, Owen. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nice. Starfish looking on. Come on. Come on. Nice. Commit, commit. Oh!
Yeah, then I rested and tried again, and this happened. So then I rested yet again, and then I gave it another shot. One more time, this is it. Hey! Okay, so I actually got the first move for once. Then rinse and repeat, same thing as before. Yeah, so no luck today. Stoked to keep trying it. I really think that could be my first V6. But this allowed me to move on to the real highlight of the session for me, at least. This yellow V5. I've worked on it before. It was kind of one of my projects. You can see I'm kind of refreshing the beta in my head, asking Chris. Yeah, so you start by standing up on this volume and using these underclings on the ceiling, which I really hate. I don't know why, I just hate being extended like that, even though I'm definitely tall enough. I don't know, but skill issue, whatever. And you get up, you have a jug on the left hand, and you kind of jump to this other jug, which feels really cool. It's really fun. I love it. Great setting. From there, you swing to this middle hold, match it, get your heel up, bang. Now this is where there's kind of more variance. I'll show another angle of that right side of the volume later, but there's like a little crimp on one side and then a deep kind of jug if you go up higher. So in this attempt, I'm trying to go to that jug, but it's really awkward. That position feels really difficult. So yeah, so these are some of my past attempts in my last session. Yeah, I got the heel up, then I would try to switch the heel into that middle hold, work my way up the volume and grab that jug. It's really a crimp, I guess, but it's a juggy crimp. But as you can see, the position's really awkward, and even after I hit it, it's kind of hard to use. On the right video you can see, and then I just end up falling. However, there was a very obvious solution that I had failed to see, and that was to steal Chris's beta. And yeah, stealing Chris's beta was all it took. I love climbing. This was so much fun. I'm so stoked I got it. Yeah, it made it all worth it. This is one of the reasons I just like climbing so much. You know, you work so hard on something and it seems impossible at first. I've tried this tens of times, but then one little change is all it takes, and then bang, the most euphoric feeling in the world. Anyways, obviously not every session can be this good. Enough of the happiness. Back to failing. That's just climbing. The next day, so Tuesday on the 27th, we went to another gym, CRG Harvard Square. I was honestly really tired and my hand felt a little strained, so didn't go very hard. Don't have many clips in general, but I'll show what I do have. So I know it looks crazy to follow that up with me doing a V7, but I saw on Instagram that this 7 was really, really soft. So I was kind of just grading really hard, and it's definitely not a 7, but it's also definitely not easy enough for me to do without projecting it. Yeah, I gave it like 3-ish tries or something. I felt out the moves a bit, but didn't really work on it that much. And I kilted for like a really tiny bit, didn't get any footage of that, but then Chris told me to try this Cave 6, that looks like a lot of fun. Spoiler, didn't get it yet, but pretty cool moves. You know, the first move is a toe hook, or you can jump for it. I tried both in this, I failed in both, but later on I did manage to get the toe hook, just not on video. Yeah, then I climbed up, I started from this move, tried it from here. I was really clunky, but you can see that the moves are pretty big, pretty like campusy, just jump for the jugs, which I do quite enjoy. So yeah, I think this climbs in my style. Also a very doable 6. The issue here, you'll see me looking really confused and trying a bunch of foot sequences and dabbing. Like, I didn't really care because I didn't do it from the start anyways. But that next hold is like just blind from that angle, so I had no idea where to go. And yeah, I just missed completely. And this was my session on January 30th at Fenway CRG, my home gym. In the future, I'm probably going to start cutting out these warm-ups, but yeah, for now, enjoy them in high speed. Then Chris and I tried this pink V3 on the corner, which was genuinely impossible, and I wanted to die.
I'm not trying that anymore.
Moving on, did this yellow V4. This whole wall was a new set, so checked it out. It was pretty fun, pretty cool, flowy. Decently happy with how I climbed it. Not bad. Next was this also new orange V5, very crimpy, kind of tensiony, with a very hard finish. Yeah, the crimps were pretty decent, but still a little scary. This foot swap was also a little scary because the hold was so vertical. I felt like I was gonna fall, and that left foot was also scary to trust at first, but it was pretty good. And the left hold isn't as good as it looks. It's not bad at all, but it's not a jug. And moving up here, I didn't really know what to do. When Chris did it, he could just reach it. I could not. So I just tried to commit, but I fell. Back at it again now. Same deal. A lot more comfortable this time because I knew what my beta was before. I was comfortable in the crimps, I knew I wouldn't fall. Yep, and then here again, my idea going into this was to kind of stand up onto that right leg, put my weight into it, and flag my left foot hard, but as you can see, I just couldn't really get weight to it. I think in the future I should probably just use the lower foot to reach the next hold first. Then tried another orange V5 here, which was kind of a slabby start, stand up into an overhead press, and then you jump for that hold on the left, which supposedly is pretty jummy. My attempts weren't that great. It just felt really uncomfortable for me. Only tried it a few times, but excited to go back to it. Of my attempts, this was my best one. I figured out that I should rotate my right foot a little. You can't see it, but pointing towards the hold a bit more, and then I was able to get up there actually and get my hands over my head. If you want to see an actual successful set of this part, Here you can watch Chris. He wasn't able to stick the rest of it, but yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. Yep, moving on to an old project. Well, not really. Honestly, I've only tried this climb like once, but yeah, I have tried it before. That's this V5 that's really good holds, but the ending is really weird. The sequence can also be a little weird, and you can see here that I take a long time to remember what I did exactly. But you get this heel hook in to that right jug, you really crank it, get your weight over it, slowly work your way up it, drop onto those crimps above. And from here I got really lost. It took me like 8 years to remember what the sequence was. I for some reason remember putting my foot in the dish, but I don't think that's true. But eventually Chris was shouting out, put the foot on top of it, and I did. And it's this kind of rock over move to this sloper crimp thing. It's very flat. It's not even cut at all. But yeah, I fell there. I gave it another try after dialing in the beta a bit. For some reason the heel felt harder this time. I don't know. But everything else was the same. Managed to grab onto that flat sloper crimp thing. But from here it's really hard. Neither me or Chris could figure this part out. I think you stand up and get stable enough because that foot is so big, but we don't know. Next, and I would say this is an actual project. It's Purple V5 with a fun Cordo double paddle catch thing. Most of my attempts were on the beginning part. It took me a while to dial it down, but when I first tried the session, which I was pretty happy about. But unfortunately, the real crux of this boulder, for me at least, is finishing. The top hold is, I think it's supposed to be like a thundercling type thing, push under it, but I just can't get weight into it. And then I try really hard. My approach is just to pinch it really hard, but it doesn't really work either because it's very angled at the top. Yeah, I tried to the end. Same story. Unfortunately, I think this might have aggravated a little injury in my hand. So since this session, my right hand has been hurting a lot. It hurts to squeeze. So basically what happens is, like, when I do this pinching motion, the left side of my hand, like my palm side, my pinky side, it just lights up. In kind of like a pain, soreness type thing. According to ChatGPT, it's fine. It'll take a few days to recover, but I still have to climb the next day, so this is what happened. So I decided to do some one-arm climbing, and a lot of one-arm hangs, which I didn't record, but I saw it as an opportunity to improve my left hand and my non-dominant hand, kind of even out the strength between the two. And I'm just addicted to climbing, so. But I also, for some reason, decided to use my left hand here. I don't know, or my right hand. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Yeah, I was just going around, just trying out V1s, V2s, V0s with one hand. Felt pretty silly. I think there is valuable lessons to be learned from it, though. You know, a lot of like how to generate momentum, how to find good positions where I don't need to pull as much. Definitely not used to it though. Yeah, as you can see. I had to get my revenge on this climb. I figured I could get it if I just committed, and I did, I guess. But yeah, pretty silly session, definitely. I'm not gonna show too much of this. There's kind of no point, but I'll show some goofy moments, I guess. Sometimes, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully this hand thing heals fast. Anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will be back. Bye bye.